Hello beautiful people. Well yes, I'm inside again and having to deal with dogs and birds, but it's been really hot up here at Swan Reach, so we're inside again, and I wanted to hop on and do one last video before the end of the year. So season's greetings to all of you, whatever religion you may follow, and we're going to do our mudras and our asanas today, just to like rebalance before we get into the new year. So we're going to start off with our feet hip width apart, rolling the shoulders forwards and dropping them back, arms outstretched to the ground, head just resting gently on the neck. Going to take a deep breath in from above and send that breath all the way down through the body, through the legs, through the feet to the ground below. Then inhaling from below and bringing that breath all the way to the top of the head. Repeating, letting it go down. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Just becoming aware of your body and how your body's positioned. Feeling the difference of the weight on the balls of your feet and the heels of your feet. And just bringing that into a little bit of balance. So we're going to release that posture now. And we might just warm up our attachments as we do. Just rotating the wrists, taking them all the way to the top. And then changing the direction, bringing them all the way down. Incorporating our elbows. The other way, which always feels tricky. The shoulders, back the other way. Now we're going to do our knees, away. And the ankles, and the other way. Changing feet. Ankle. Okay. And we might do some windmill just to increase our air. So with the hands at the side, inhaling through the nose, we're going to turn to the right. So our hands come up, inhaling with each hand coming up. So it's and then out through the mouth as we come to the front. Inhaling, changing sides. One more other side. And so now we're going to go down to the floor. So starting off with our first mudra, thinking about our area at the base of our spine. So for this one, it's just your thumbs towards your fingers, so you've got like two little eyes. Just place these wherever you feel comfortable, and you can sit however you feel comfortable. If you want your legs out in front, you put them out in front, Or you may even be sitting in a chair doing this, and that's good too. So just thinking about that area at the base of your spine, and we're going to take some red breaths here. So you just continue taking your red breaths. Inhaling red breath. Exhaling, sending that red breath down to the base of the spine. This root chakra is all about sexuality and grounding. Being connected to the earth. Red breaths. At the base of the spine. So we're going to release that mudra and go on to the asanas. Part 1, we're going to place our right leg behind to run parallel to the body, and the left foot meets the right thigh. Now, the eventual posture, or the ideal posture, would be with both sitting bones sitting on the floor. So, if you're not there yet, which I'm not either, we're just going to visualize that in our minds. So just holding this posture, still thinking about your red breath. Releasing. We're going to change legs now. So both legs start at the front. This left leg now is going to go parallel to the body, and the right foot to join the left thigh. Red breaths. Releasing. Coming on to our third part of our asanas. The heel is in line with the centre of the body, and the second heel comes in line with the centre of the body. So you've got heel up through the centre of the body. Just relaxing into the posture for your red breath at the base of your spine. Just imagining those legs going a little deeper with each breath. And releasing. So we're going to move up now to our solar plexus area, which is below the navel, just below the navel, between the hips and the navel. And our mudra here is all the hands together and then the thumbs. You want like a really oval shape. It's like your bladder, and that's how we're going to be. So just closing the eyes softly or you can gaze into your mudra and just focusing on that area just below the navel and thinking about the colour orange here. I might have said solar plexus. I meant your sacral area. This is your sacral chakra. So thinking about the colour orange. This is all to do with all the reproductive organs. Focusing on your orange breath. So we're going to release that mudra now and go on to the asana. So for this one we're going to start with our legs out in front, and this right sole of the foot is going to meet the left thigh. Now you can just sit in this position. If you're in a chair you might want to just cross your legs over. Heel is flat and toes are pointing straight upwards. Now increasing this stretch if you'd like, just stretching over, stretching to wherever your flexibility allows. But if you are more flexible, you may want to take the elbows to the floor and the head down. So holding here for your orange breaths. And releasing, coming up. We're going to go on to part 2. So other leg out, left sole of the foot to the right thigh. Making sure you're up on those sitting bones before you start to lean forwards, and always leaning forwards from the hips, leading with the chin. Once again, orange breaths. And releasing, coming up. This time both legs together. Put yourself right up on your sitting bones. Orange breaths. And releasing. So we're going to move up now to our solar plexus. Hands can start together for this mudra, and then the thumbs come apart. So you're aiming for like a triangle here for this mudra, okay? So we're going to either gaze into that mudra or just think about yellow breath. This is our powerhouse of energy, and it's located just above the navel, just below the ribs. Yellow breaths. So releasing our mudra, and we're going to go on to the asanas. So for this one we're going to start on our backs. So coming down onto your back. This is our first time on our backs, so you may want to bring the legs in and just give that back a little bit of a rock before we actually start with our asanas. Okay, so if you're in a beginner mode, you're just going to have your legs extended and your toes pointed here. More advanced people, we're going to go up into shoulder stand. Us older ladies take a while to get here. Well, some of us anyway. Alright, so we're just going to close the eyes gently. Once again, we're thinking about the colour yellow here and thinking about that area, solar plexus area. Now beginners here, releasing this posture, beginners here for the second part may want to just flex their feet. So you still have your legs up, just flexing your feet. More advanced can bring those toes over onto the mat, placing the palms of your hands on your mat here. Still thinking about the colour yellow, yellow breath. So releasing that posture, and we're going to bring the legs down now and coming flat. Our third asana is lying in Shavasana. Oh, I don't think I'm up quite high enough. Alright, so laying corpse pose, so feet are hip width apart, toes just falling out to the side, and the backs of the hands on the mat. Chin is slightly in towards the chest. The main goal of this posture is for the whole body, all the spine, to be laying on the mat. So here we're just going to take our yellow breaths with extending our stomach. So as we inhale, feeling that stomach rise. Exhaling, feeling the stomach fall. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Continue to breathe. And releasing. So we're going to come back to seated. So rolling yourself onto the side, coming up, back to seated. And now we're moving up to our heart chakra. So our mudra here is you would use your dominant hand, and it's just like one little fingertip to thumb, and then just placing that in the central heart position. So here we're going to think about, you may want to think about green or pink breath here. So just relaxing, thinking about our mudra, thinking about the colour green or pink. Now this one is, the asanas for this one are all about creating space in this chest. So if you place your hands on your knees, just bringing that chest forwards and dropping that head back. Green or pink breaths, relaxing the shoulders. And releasing. You may want to sit either on your heels, or you may sit in between your heels. That's a little bit painful for me. I have to readjust and get ready. Oh, maybe. No. My knees aren't up to it today, so I'm just going to sit cross-legged. So for the second part of our asana, we're going to come down onto our elbows, raising that chest, head dropping back. Green or pink breaths here. And releasing. So for our third asana here today, we're going to go up into tabletop. So just placing hands up behind you and just lifting up once again, head back. Fingertips are pointing towards the heels. Green or pink breaths. And releasing, so coming down. So moving up now to our throat chakra, and here we're going to have like a really nice circle, like a really nice open, clear throat here. So you want a really nice round circle. So once again, either gazing into your mudra or just thinking about the mudra in your mind. Thinking about your throat area where you speak or where you get the sensation when you swallow. And the colour here we're going to think about is the colour blue. So blue breaths here. And releasing. So moving on to our asana, we're going to lay on our stomachs for this one. So starting off, being all about the throat, we're going to have our chin on our mat, hands either side, feet are together, toes flat. Blue breaths. And releasing. Coming up to our second part, our second asana for this area. Elbows are underneath the body, just bringing the head back. Holding here. Releasing the posture, coming up one more degree. If you can't come up one more degree, then you may just want to raise your legs. So hands are either side of the body. Always remembering to drop those shoulders though. Head back. Blue breaths. And releasing that asana, tucking the toes under, coming back. Now, this is not part of our asana practice, but you know I love cat-cow, so we're going to do a few of those here too. So just rounding the back, looking to the navel, swaying the back head up. 2, 3, 4. Okay, coming back around to the front. It's a good place to stand. So now we're moving up to our third eye area, our third eye mudra. This one's a bit more tricky. So we start off interlacing the hands. No, we don't, Wendy. We start off fingertips together, then bending those first digit. Alright, I don't know if you can see this. First digit. Thumbs come together. So you have like a heart shape here. And then the middle finger is going to extend. So can you see that? You have the middle finger extended, the first joints together. Okay. So we're going to just imagine here, you can gaze through your mudra or just think of it in your mind. Thinking about like a purple or violet colour in between your third eye, which is just here in between your brows. So just in between your brows there. So purple or violet breaths. So releasing our mudra. This is all about getting blood flow to our brain, to our third eye area, which controls most of the endocrine system. So for this one, we're going to start off just placing the forehead to the ground. Now, no weight, no actual weight must be on the head. The arms are going to take the weight. So we start off with our hands behind the back of our head, drawing those elbows towards the ears, placing them onto the ground, and the weight is on the elbows, not the head. Purple or violet breaths. And releasing the posture, bringing the knees back, arching the back so that you are distributing the weight over those elbows and down towards that head. This is part 2. Purple or violet breath. Now, if you're a beginner, you may just want to tuck your toes under for this third part. Medium people coming up onto the toes. Eventual posture here is for headstand. So if you are more advanced, you can go into headstand. Purple or violet breath. And releasing. Slowly coming up, because sometimes this one does make you feel lightheaded because of the blood flow going to the brain. So we're going to move up to our last mudra now. Crown chakra, just a couple of inches above the top of the head here. So here we have all the hands together, and the little fingers come up to meet. So they're like a little point. So you have like the whole world here and a glimmer of hope. So just thinking about your mudra or gazing at your mudra. And here we're going to do some white breaths. You might want to imagine white glitter, white snow, anything that triggers white. Thinking about that area above the top of your head. and releasing your mudra. And we're going to go on to the asana. Now for this one, we're going to place the right foot underneath the left leg. And the left foot can come to the knee or can come across the body. You're aiming here for symmetry, so the knee should be in line with the knee, should be in line with the rest of the body. Right hand is going to come up, then bringing the elbow down to the left knee. Then this hand's going to fold down onto that left thigh. Left hand is going to come behind the body, and we're going to turn to gaze over the left shoulder. White breaths here. And releasing. Coming to the front. Feet out in front. Now left foot under right leg over left leg, left arm up, left elbow to left knee, coming along the thigh, right arm coming behind and gazing over that right shoulder. White breath. And coming back to the front. We're going to, for our third asana, we're going to place the soles of our feet together. I do like to cradle my feet. Elbows next to the calves, and then if you want you can bow down towards the earth. So white breaths here. White breath. And releasing. So the final posture would be to sit in lotus. My knees don't allow me to sit completely in lotus, so I'm just going to have one above. So that's the end of our practice for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel more calm and centered and ready to take on this new year. So with that said, Namaste. Oh, please remember to like, subscribe and share my videos. Thank you. Bye.